Let's rock it, dog.
I don't know how much of this shit y'all can see, so...
What was that show with Rocket Dog?
What?
Wasn't there a show with Rocket Dog?
Cat Dog?
Cat Dog.
Rocket Power?
Rocket Power, Rocket Dog. We should do a Rocket Dog.
Hey, welcome back to the Beer Math Podcast, you raggedy motherfuckers.
Welcome.
We're back. We told you we would be.
Haha, bitches. We here.
So, yeah. Roll the sweet, succulent intro.
So, it's only right that we touch on a passing of what I consider a comedy genius, old Donnie Baker.
R.I.P. Rip Big D.
Apparently, he was it a massive heart attack or something, congested?
Yeah, something like that.
Cardiac arrest or something. I don't know if you guys are familiar with his videos. If you are not, I highly suggest you check them out. I've never laughed so hard in my life.
Yeah, no, what does he say? Something about, I'll scissor kick you in the gizzard and...
He says he'll kick you in the carotid artery.
Yeah, kick you in the carotid artery.
You're talking about learning how to do discount karate behind the Walmart.
Yeah. So, yeah.
He was young. Late 40s, early 50s?
Let's see. Donnie Baker. I'm trying to figure out what his real name was. Ron Sexton.
Yeah. I'd say it was Sexton. Was
52 years old.
Yeah. He's young, man.
Yeah, RIP to that guy and to his family. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, dude, some of his early videos.
Oh, dude.
Like,
he said, we're not supposed to have livestock around here, and you married a sea cow. God, I fucking love that dude.
His baseball videos are fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
too,
if you
man.
don't know who Donnie Baker is, I don't know that for reasons of like copyright infringement that we could like play one of his videos.
But check him out.
Just Google Donnie Baker. I promise you won't be disappointed.
And you'll spend the next hour pissing yourself because he's funny as hell. He's like the original Theo Von.
Yeah.
He can just say the most off the wall bullshit, and none of it makes sense, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a fucking trip.
Yeah.
I think so, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that all started because that dude would call into a radio show every morning and do that voice.
Do that whole skit?
Yeah, and do that character on the radio show. So then he started posting videos on like Facebook and shit.
That's just proves to you what we're doing here, man. You shoot your shot.
Yeah.
We're going to start calling a radio show. Do you know what radio show's the phone number?
I mean, I know Rover's phone number, but you
call him.
Hate that fucking show. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. I think, especially for us, I mean, comedians are a big thing for us, you know?
It's a lot of why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Majority of our stuff is, I don't know that we've posted one serious video.
No.
Or had one serious podcast.
No.
Hell, we had a podcast talking about, the grandma dying and coming back to life.
Yeah, that was a fucking trip.
Was it Grandma Betty?
R.I.P. Grandma Rose,
Grandma
dude.
Rose. Grandma Betty.
Yeah,
Betty's a good grandma name too, but yeah.
I mean, I think like just not even just with like Donnie Baker or Ron Sexton, I guess is his real name. I mean, like think about like a lot of these guys. I think the comedians are part of the reason why we started podcasting. I know for me, I watched like Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura and those guys, like Joe Rogan, all those guys who are stand-up comedians, and I'm like,
I don't know that I've ever seen anything stand up from Joe Rogan.
Really?
No.
It's kind of fucked, but it's funny as shit.
Is he like a Richard Pryor type comedian?
I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
Vulgar.
I don't know for sure. I've only seen like a couple of clips, and to be honest with you, I don't remember a whole lot about it. But I know that it was like,
Bert Kreischer, he's newer to scene within the last couple of years, but he hasn't been around for 5-6 years.
He's been around for like 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, they used to do a show. He's blown up huge in probably the last 5-6 years. But
Yeah.
he had a show on the Travel Channel like 10, 15
Doing
years
what?
ago.
Not comedy.
I mean,
Really?
it stemmed from comedy. It was called Bert the Conqueror, and it was like
Huh.
he would just like travel the world and like try all these crazy ass stunts or challenges or whatever. And it was all from him doing stand up and
his
shit.
story from with the Russians, man.
The Machine.
The Machine. That's
He said, "This is Russia."
if that doesn't make you want to travel, you know what I
Dude.
mean? It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I was big into like the Dave Chappelle's and Chris Rock and
Yeah. Yeah, I was big, like, back in the day for, like, me and my friends, it was, like, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour with Larry the Cable Guy and Foxworthy and, like, Bill Engvall and Ron White.
Ron White, to me, he's like a rover, man. I couldn't stand him.
I fucking love that dude.
He's like the drunk uncle, perverted uncle in the fucking corner, like, tater tot.
So he did...
That's just so random.
He did the Joe Rogan podcast, like, a year or two ago, and they were talking to him, and he was, like, talking about how he'd gotten sober and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, he wanted to go, like, do ayahuasca to get sober. And,
Yeah.
And so I guess
That's some
this
pretty gnarly shit, though.
yeah, I guess this clinic told him like flat out, like they asked him how much he drank, and he told them they're like, bro, we're not going to touch you until you go to inpatient rehab for like 30 days.
Yeah.
Because with alcohol, like you drink that heavily for that long, and then you just stop, you'll just have seizures and die,
Yeah.
like gnarly seizures and die.
I've heard that. I don't know.
So
Yeah, everybody else was cool on that blue collar comedy.
yeah,
I just couldn't stand. He was just like, maybe it's because he was drunk all the time. It was just annoying as fuck.
I always loved Ron White.
Tater dot. It's like he was. This is my son, but he's like the uncle with Down syndrome that's drunk in the corner, just repeating tater dot. you know, just like saying random shit.
Yeah,
He was Theo fucking Vaughn in the corner, drunk.
Facts.
That fucking guy.
Yeah.
He
So-
is the most uncancelable son of a bitch out there.
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I seen one where he's like had a phone call coming in. Is it good?
Yeah, it was just like
He had a phone call coming in, and his chick said something about Down syndrome. She had Down syndrome. He goes, hell yeah, let's see her tits. Fuck, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess moving on. Do we did you come up with a pet peeve of the week this week?
So I have a couple I could choose from. If we have to just narrow it down to one,
Yeah, we'll just do one.
and I think it's the biggest thing is what we've dealt with this week at work. It's hot as hell.
Facts.
Like the devil visited Ohio this week for sure.
Yeah.
And it's just like everybody has made their minuscule problem
Somebody else's
their biggest
problem.
concern.
Yeah.
Your biggest concern.
Yeah.
Like it's an emergency now.
Yeah.
You know, like what was that dude that came into the shop and was like freaking out?
Or the lady that called Fanine crying over her.
She had a little stone chip, and you know, I understand if she's got like a brand new whatever because she can finally afford to get a car.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, we've had people
It's a
drive cars
20-year-old
off the lot and straight to our shop because they got a stone chip on the way home.
Yeah, and it's just like everybody thinks that the world's ending. Now you need to be the savior.
I agree. And it's just I don't have the fucking patience for your bullshit when it's 90 fucking degrees outside.
Well, it's not that big of a deal. It's
100%.
First of all, we do auto glass, so it's just glass. You can replace it.
Yeah.
I know it costs money. It's blah blah blah. Some people don't have the money. I get that. I understand that. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And they act like you got to save their child out of a burning building.
Yeah.
It's like, relax. That'd be mine for the week.
Mine is way less serious than yours. I kind of,
Yeah.
you like went real deep and like real serious. I'm just like, so my pet peeve of the week is when you step out of the shower and you instantly have to shit. That is fucking tragic.
You just re-shower, bro.
Yeah, but again, like especially if it's like a time crunch thing and you just like get out of the shower and it's like, oh great, now I have to shit, which means I have to re-shower because I'm not going to shit fresh out of the shower and just throw some fucking pants on and get after it.
What if you were to like just do a squat over the shower tub and just like aim for the turlet?
That's aggressive.
I mean, that's an Olympic sport at that point.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but also Fuck that. I just think it's fucking annoying. It's like, oh my God, like I just washed my asshole. Now I'm going to shit.
Yeah, it's shitty.
It fucking is. It sucks.
Yeah.
Makes me want to fucking choke someone, and not in a good way.
Well, I mean, it takes 2 more seconds to wash your ass again. You had to get some of them dude wipes.
I know, Corey, but it's just it.
Dude wipes. Try them.
Or I could just not have to.
Them, by the way.
Or I could just have to shit before I get in the shower. That'd be fantastic.
Sometimes you shit before you get in the shower, then you have to shit again.
No, that's you.
Yeah, it is me. Damn.
You're the only person I know that shits every 30 minutes.
I have to.
It's quite impressive.
Well,
you are quite literally full of shit.
I'm old, man.
I don't know if that's what it is.
It might be. You don't know me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, bro.
So, with all that, and it's kind of, I got something else with tying into the whole, it kind of relates to Donnie Baker just because of the whole cardiac arrest randomly. Also, big news this week was Bronnie James.
Lil B. Ron.
Yeah, LeBron's oldest boy having a cardiac arrest.
In the middle of a practice, wasn't it?
Yeah, middle of practice at USC. Yeah, he was in ICU.
So he wasn't going to go straight to the... Oh, you can't go straight
to the... You can't go straight to the...
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so he had a cardiac arrest, was in the ICU for a little bit. I guess everything's fine. I seen an interview with a doctor that... It wasn't the doctor that treated him, but it was a doctor that does the same stuff of the doctor that treated him. And they explained it to the news or the video or whatever that there's nothing wrong with his heart. It's just like a wiring issue.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
And they were saying it's real common with like male athletes. Just like was it last year the Bills, DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Same issue. It's a wiring issue, so it's like faulty wiring.
That dude fucking died and came back to life.
Well, yeah, your heart stops, and that's they save you and stuff. And I just was scrolling through the news today, and there was I think I took a picture of it, so I wouldn't forget her name. Let me pull it up for you guys. There's an 18-year-old World Cup star, Linda Cicado. I'm probably butchering that name. Ciacedo.
Maybe. I don't know. I could be fucking way off, too.
She collapsed during a training event in Australia. It's weird to me that a lot of it's happening.
It's because the frogs are gay.
Ribbit.
I was, not to get off subject, but Rick was talking about the fucking heat and all these, like, how the hurricanes are going to be real bad this year. And I know how much Rick fucking hates Alex Jones. And he kept talking about all these hurricanes. I said, it's going to turn the frogs gay. He just looked at me. He's like, yeah, it might.
Yeah, I mean, there's, just with these few stories, there's all kinds of stuff, man. You got people that believed in the vaccine saying it's COVID that caused all these heart issues. Then you got people that think and know that COVID was, bullshit and blame the vaccines for causing all these issues. All I know is something's happening because people are dropping.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. And it's like people that are in like peak fit.
How do you get more in shape than an 18, 19-year-old kid?
Who's one of the top NBA prospects in the country.
Yeah. Or DeMar Hamlin's in the NFL. You don't get better shape than that.
Yeah.
What, Navy SEAL?
I don't even know if they're in better shape.
I mean, the dude, it's all he
they're
does
just
is work
dumb.
out.
Navy SEALs are just dumb enough to get shot at and be good at it.
I think they're just dumb enough to keep going.
Well, yeah, there ain't an ounce of quitting them fucking dudes. And I don't mean dumb to be disrespectful. I mean dumb as in like fear doesn't enter their body.
Yeah,
and
they're just like dumb as far as like there's nobody on their level.
They just fucking mount up to a bald eagle and just get fucking rowdy.
Get Western.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, there's so much going on with that fucking. People are blaming the vaccine. People are blaming COVID.
I mean, but think about it though. You roll out a fucking vaccine. I know we've had this conversation, and you had talked about like vaccines are 75% done at all times.
Yeah.
But you rolled out a fucking vaccine for a worldwide pandemic in less than a fucking year. I mean, everybody and their brother thought there was going to be side effects. Who's to say this isn't a side effect?
And it very well could be. I mean, there's side effects for everything.
I'm willing to bet that 90% of athletes had to take the vaccine to be able to compete in sports.
Well, they had to. all pro athletes did.
I know the NFL did, but I don't know.
NBA did it the same way.
Well, but Bronny's not in the NBA.
No, but he had to play in high school and college and all.
Yeah.
He played in like world tournaments and stuff where you had to have it to. Wasn't there something you had to have to travel?
At one point, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if he's traveling, you got to have it.
True.
And LeBron and his family's not staying in L.A.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So of course you had to have it.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah. So I mean, is it that? Is it just a fluke?
I mean, I'm not like gonna,
Because it's happened before. It's so. I don't know the year, so don't badger me on that. But there was a player that used to play for Baylor. This was way before COVID. Isaiah Austin's his name, and kind of the same issue. He had heart issues.
yeah.
Went down, collapsed during game or during practice. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was a practice. He was the number one NBA prospect in the draft that year. Obviously didn't make the NBA. Like when they had a draft that year, the first draft person that they picked was an honorary, and it was him.
Yeah.
Because they knew he couldn't play.
Yeah.
Now he's playing like overseas or something for just like minimal minutes. But he's getting better and better. So it's like, it's happened. It's not like it's, excuse me.
This is only happening since COVID and the vaccine.
It's not like it's a brand new thing, but it's like you just see it more now.
Yeah.
Why is it more now?
But my question is too, like,
There's no bones in the ice cream. I'll promise you.
there's kind of a theory that I have, and I'm sure somebody's already thought about this, but it's like once you're mentally invested into something, you pay attention to it more, so you start to notice it more. Like,
for sure.
For instance, we bought a Chevy Equinox. I never fucking paid attention to Chevy Equinoxes on the road. Now,
You see every one of them?
every fucking quarter mile I see one.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're fucking everywhere.
No, I get that for sure.
So it's like there's not more Chevy Equinoxes on the road now because I bought one. Now I pay attention to them more. So it's like, is this happening more?
Because everybody's
or is
noticing.
it because everybody's on high alert about this vaccine that they're unsure of, that now they're noticing it more? You know what I mean? Or they're paying attention to it more.
I mean, you're going to have conspiracy theorists going both directions for sure, but I don't know. I don't have the answer.
Yeah,
All I know is it's crazy to sit back and think about.
for sure.
Like, that dude's in great shape, and I'm sitting here 300 pounds and fat and I starting to lift, but
Yeah.
I'm not in anywhere near shape. That dude is.
But you're also not physically exerting yourself either.
Tell that's my job. I work hard.
Yeah.
Ha!
Watching me do door glasses must be a struggle.
Sometimes I got to roll that chair out of the way. Dude, come on, man.
I said, I got to hand you tools and shit, bro. You don't get your own tools, you lazy bitch.
Wrestling in big-ass bounce houses are fun.
Well, I don't doubt that a bit, yeah.
No, I just wanted to bring that up for sure because it's like, obviously that's huge news because...
Yeah, well, I mean, you got the number one.
Not saying he's any more special than any other 18 or 19-year-old kid, but it's huge news because of who his dad is.
And it's huge news around here in like our neck of the woods because we
They're
live
from Ohio.
We
We're
live
in Ohio.
I mean, we grew up 30 minutes from Akron, which is where LeBron's from. So LeBron is a huge deal around here, and just because of his dad being a huge deal, Bronny's going to be a huge deal around here.
I'm pretty sure LeBron could become a serial killer, and most of Ohio would still love him. Oh, he was the best at stabbing.
I mean, supposedly Garth Brooks is a serial killer, so
Yeah.
I mean, I know I've told you this, but supposedly, and I'm not saying nothing because I'm a big Garth fan. So Garth, if you ever hear this, buddy, I ain't talking shit. I'm just saying what.
That's why George Strait's the king.
I'm just regurgitating what I heard on the internet. But supposedly, there's a lot of missing persons that line up with old GB's tour dates back in the day, like a lot. And if you've ever watched like a Garth Brooks interview,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah, and like so going back to like podcasts that I watched, Tom Segura and Garth Brooks have like an ongoing beef on the internet.
Okay.
Garth Brooks has now blocked Tom Segura on the internet, like they're fucking whatever. But Tom Segura like watches these interviews, and Garth Brooks kind of looks like he does not know how to show emotion, like happy, sad, mad, confused. Not like he doesn't. He just looks almost like someone with
Like a
autism.
stone wall, yeah.
Well, no, like somebody with autism. and he has to be told how to react to situations.
Really?
It's fucking weird.
Garth, you got some explaining to do, buddy.
I just would like
Where
to
did Papa drive that truck at night, huh? You son of a bitch.
I would like to see if that's an actual true thing, though. If like these missing people do actually legitimately line up with his tour dates.
There's talks about that with
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Yep, and then his paintings lining up with where locations of dead bodies being found.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, here's the thing with conspiracy theories. They line up too fucking well.
And there's
the majority of
here's
them.
the one thing.
There's some that are like way out there. You're like,
here's the one thing I do know about every lie and every rumor.
Yeah.
There's some sort of truth to it.
Oh, and that one thing that's always stuck with me, especially with like making friends, and like relationships you have, there's always truth to joking.
Mm-hmm.
There's always truth to joking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, man, you look sexy, you fat bastard.
He means I'm fat.
No, I mean he's not sexy.
But anyway, yeah. So, GB, what's going on there, big dog?
Yeah, can we get an answer?
I mean,
can you telephone us in?
I hate to say it, but like,
is that why George Strait sold more records?
ouch,
that
one hurt.
I mean,
I'm a big Garth Brooks guy, but old Tom Segura might be onto something. You know
I
what I mean?
like Garth Brooks too.
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The dude, and I will, obviously, yes, it's a proven fact that Garth Brooks or George Strait sold more records, sold whatever, but who puts on a better concert?
Well, I can't say I've never been either one of them.
Me neither, but I've seen a lot of Garth Brooks concerts on like movies and videos and shit. That shit looks gnarly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen any of it.
I used to have a box set.
Of Garth Brooks concerts?
Yeah, dude, it was dope. It was like Times Square, or not Times Square. What's the big park in New York?
Central Park.
Central Park.
Yeah.
So there's one live from Central Park. There's one live from like Dublin, Ireland. Like all these huge like mega concerts with like 1 million fucking people.
Bro, if I was to go to like my dream concert would be like what's that place in Colorado? The
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks is dope.
That would be
I've never seen a concert there, but I've been there. The fucking theater itself is sick.
Yeah, that's the if I was to like, all right,
I want to
go to a concert.
That's a bucket list concert for me. Is Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
Yeah, for sure.
Who would you see though?
At Red Rocks? See, that's hard because my music, like right now, if you ask me that question, I'd say that Mexican OT. I'm trying to hear Johnny Dang bounce off the rocks. You feel me, dog?
So if you could put a five artist.
Does it have to stick to one genre?
No,
or no?
Hell no.
No, okay, so Lamb of God.
Oh, okay.
Do they have to be alive?
It'll be hard for them to play dead, bro.
Well, is this like a fantasy?
Fantasy. Yeah, we'll go fantasy.
Okay, Zeppelin, Lamb of God, Garth Brooks, Tool. And like pre-stroke Randy Travis.
He said pre-stroke.
Well, post-stroke Randy Travis was like, no.
You had to let him know you wanted it before the stroke.
Yeah, I want pre-stroke Randy Travis.
It'd be a pretty sweet concert.
Yeah. And I might.
Who you got? A special guest.
Special guest. Fuck, I had it in my head and then I lost it. Oh, Pantera before Dimebag died. R.I.P.
Were you in like elementary school when Dimebag Darrell died?
I was like 1. I don't even...
I'll say because I was like 14.
No, you weren't. I think he died in like 91. I don't even think I was born yet. What year did Dimebag Darrell get shot?
I thought it was like 10, 12.
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
I was 12.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I was 1.
Nope. I thought it happened in 91. I was 12.
I think I was like 14.
I was in Columbus, too.
He was in Columbus when he died?
Yeah. Dude fucking capped his ass outside of a club in Columbus.
You'll have that.
So, when I've told you I was like a bouncer and stuff.
The whole FAFO, buddy.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
Else.
Yeah. So, I told you I used to be a bouncer at the Outpost, which is like a local concert bar, dive bar, concert place, whatever. And the guy I worked for booked a show for a band that had like a bunch of different people from. There was like a guy from Black Sabbath, there was a guy from Dio, and then it was Rex Brown, the bass player from Pantera.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, anytime that dude does a show in Ohio, he like ramps up security. He'll tell them, "I'm not playing the show unless there's fucking dudes everywhere." So like, legitimately, like this dude's like mad fucking paranoid to be in Ohio.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was wild. It was cool to meet him until he started a fight with dudes that were like 3 times my size, and I was like, I will let you get beat the fuck up because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no shit.
Sorry. But yeah, it was pretty cool to meet him. He has like a shrine to Dimebag that he like lights candles and shit on stage before he plays. It's gnarly.
Jesus.
Dude, if you could like imagine like an old school rock star, that dude's it. Like I'm pretty sure that dude was like blowing down lines, walked in on stage, lit his fucking Dimebag candles, and just got the fuck after it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, it was
probably
wild.
why he wants to fight guys 3 times your size.
Well, and he's a little bastard too.
Is he?
Yeah. So yeah, do we have a beer?
We do. You want me to get it?
I get it. You got it last time.
I think it's on the bottom shelf.
Is the bag in here or is it still?
Oh.
Oh, we got to do that one.
I don't.
Oh, we got to do the one.
No, we're not. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we are. We don't have cups either.
Yeah. Damn it.
Well, that's a problem.
So we had beer, and we don't now. I can go get a cup, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll get a cup. Hang on.
Yeah, we'll take a brief intermission and grab a cup.
A word from our sponsors.
We don't have sponsors. But if you own a company or a business or anything, a brand, whatever, and you'd like to sponsor the Beer Math Podcast, shoot us a DM on Instagram or TikTok or fucking OnlyFans. I'm not on OnlyFans, but you can imagine. So Corey's back, and we got to get Corey's.
Ever since I've seen it, I want to try it.
What? Oh, you did go get him.
Oh, yeah, I told you I went and got him. I thought you meant is the bag still in here?
No, I meant like the bag, because the other bag from Alyssa is at my house still.
Yeah, I thought you meant as like the paper bag still in here.
No, that's fine.
Oh. Yeah, ever since I realized this is a beer, it's called Main Character Energy.
But it's made by White Castle Burgers.
I'm going to watch Harold and Kumar now.
Fuck, dude. I want to get stoned as shit and watch Harold and Kumar and drink like 10 of those.
Did you ever see the second one?
Yeah, I like the second one. I thought the second one was way better than the first one.
Is it good now?
Yeah.
Sorry, a little technical difficulties.
Yeah, my audio recorder died because I don't have it plugged in because I'm fucking stupid.
R.I.P.
So,
But yeah, what we were talking about is Harold and Kumar. So when, they're with George Bush in the second one and at his house, he's like, oh, cock meat sandwich, that's my favorite.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the only movies I can think of right off the top of my head that the second one's better than the first one.
Yeah, the first one kind of sucked.
It was okay, but the second one was badass.
Yeah, for sure. The second one was great.
But anyhow, this beer is called Evil Genius. It's hazy kiwi dragon fruit.
This is a new pickup from Alyssa, a friend of ours.
Alyssa, we know you're going to watch this, so hello.
Since you're probably one of the only people that watch it right now.
We're going to give her hell, Alyssa. We
Yeah.
appreciate the beer you give us. Or try some
For
of that.
show.
For show.
So,
Getting that for show.
while we sample this here,
It actually smells really good.
while we sample this here beverage,
Bavarge.
it's called Main Character Energy.
By White Castle.
White Castle.
Shout out Little Hamburgers.
Thank
Did you like Little White Castle?
Yeah.
You like them?
Yeah.
The jalapeno burger is my favorite.
Really? So, we have to take a backpedal real quick while we sample this.
Okay, go ahead.
I need your top 5 Red Rocks performers and an honorable mention if you so choose.
So, I'm going to start with Eminem just because he's been one of my favorite artists since I was, tiny. How is it? I got to know first. How is it?
It's weird.
Weird? Okay.
It's not like god awful like I want to throw it
So
out
Eminem's going to be number 1. Okay, he's got to play there. I want to see Metallica there.
It'd be rad.
It'd be a badass show, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go George Strait. I gotta see him there.
Yeah. Okay.
I also want to see Zach Bryan because I've seen videos of his concerts there, and they look just awesome.
Yeah.
And number five, I'm gonna hit it with spin on this one. He's a newer guy that I've kind of gotten to some of his stuff. Is Jelly Roll.
I thought you were gonna say Missy Elliott, but yeah, I can get down with Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll's got a lot of good shit, man.
I like Jelly.
Listen to much of his stuff.
So
He's got a lot of cool songs. A lot of his songs have super deep meanings.
yeah, I'm kind of like weird about music. I really am just not into a lot of new music. But I do watch a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I like whatever. And every single fucking celebrity or person who's not even a celebrity, whatever, has ever fucking mentioned Jelly Roll says he is the same exact person to everybody he knows or everybody he doesn't know. He treats everybody the same.
Yeah.
Treats everybody like they're his best friend. You know, he's the most genuine, good-hearted fucking person on the planet. And for that, love the guy.
No, for sure.
And I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard any Jelly Roll songs where I'm like, dude, turn this shit off. It's fucking garbage.
He's got, I don't know if you ever listened to anything he's old, because Jelly Roll's been around since.
He's been around a while because
Yeah.
he used to do like rap and shit.
Well, he did a song with The Game on The Game's second album.
Oh,
like,
really?
Years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, this probably been 10 years ago.
Huh.
9 years ago, he was on one of The Game's songs.
Yeah.
So honorable mention or guest, my guest appearance would probably be
Katy Perry. As long as she wears that cupcake bra.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia. Hell yeah.
She is probably one of my favorite female singers of all time.
Ooh, Mariah Carey'd be nice.
Alicia Keys can just... Mariah Carey... Here's the thing. Mariah Carey can sing. Obviously, everybody knows that. But if you watch them, Mariah Carey's just got this fuck you peasant attitude.
Well, you will always be my baby.
You swear?
Yeah.
Alicia Keys she just looks just like humble. Like,
Yeah,
like she could sit, like with Jelly Roll, she could sit right there across the bar and just bullshit with us.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey's like, what, you mean your house isn't $48 million?
Yeah.
I mean, she went after Eminem for crying out loud, and that was a funny little roast battle.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah,
So what do you think?
it's different.
It's not bad,
No, it's not. It's actually,
but it's like
it's probably one of the better IPAs I've had.
I don't think
Is
it's
this an IPA?
I don't think so.
It might not be an IPA. Yeah, Indian Pale IPA.
Oh, nice.
It's 6% alcohol.
Nice.
It's brewed in Pittsburgh, so that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is White Castle from Pittsburgh?
I don't know,
That's a good question.
but it's probably one of the better IPAs I've had. Like I could probably sip on one or two of these.
Yeah. No, it's got like a weird fruit taste, and I think that's probably like the kiwi or whatever it is. Dragon fruit and kiwi. But I don't hate it.
I'm gonna give her a 5.3.
Yeah, I was thinking like a 6.4.
Shout out Easy.
Cruising down the street.
Yeah, it's not terrible. This is probably the first one. Excuse me. This is probably the first one that I've actually sipped more than just a couple times.
Yeah, no, I don't hate it. I'd probably drink it again.
Yeah, it's not bad for sure.
I don't know if I'd spend my own money on it, but if somebody had some, I'd be like, yeah, those aren't bad. I'll drink one of those, you know?
Yeah, appreciate you, Melissa.
Yeah, shout out to you.
The real MVP.
Our number one fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you got in sports this week, Big Pimp?
Well, I've just been doing like getting ready for fantasy. I know you don't do anything with fantasy.
I don't. I mean, I do, but it involves a little bit less clothing than yours.
It involves Mariah Carey with a fantasy. Too aggressive.
I mean, I'm into it.
So, I've just been...
Doesn't everybody want to bang Nick Cannon's baby mama?
Bro, that dude couldn't pull out of a fucking driveway. I mean, he's got to have a school bus now by the time he's got all them fucking kids, man.
I don't know.
Why? I mean, I wouldn't get rid of my kids for anything or want to not have them.
I sure the fuck don't want any more.
I sure the fuck don't want 30 of them.
No, I think he's got like...
He's got a goddamn kindergarten class.
And he's lost like 2 of them, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I know he lost 1 for sure because it was like...
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive.
Pretty tragic and sad.
Well, it's always tragic and sad when you lose a
100%.
kid. I think one of the biggest things I've seen this week in sports is Amari Cooper got injured. Wide receiver. I don't think it's anything serious, but I don't think anything's come out yet either.
Who's he play for?
I believe he's with the Browns now still.
Just our fucking luck.
I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Nice.
And then Josh Allen got hurt.
Damn, my dude.
In a
football related injury.
Well, it was during practice, but there's no contact. He just like started rolling off to the right and just started limping, almost like an ankle or knee injury, which is never good when it just happens like that.
That's
crazy. It's not like a twisting this or a tweaking that. It's usually something pretty serious when you're just running and it look like almost like Achilles, which hopefully it's not. I haven't done much research on it.
That's no bueno.
But yeah, I was just doing some top 5s of everything.
So again, going back to me listening to a bunch of podcasts, a funny Josh Allen story. He was on that podcast with the guys from the Titans, and he was saying that, how quarterbacks will call out their checks when they see certain things on the field or whatever. He said they have a check for when there's white linebackers on the field.
White linebackers?
Yeah, he says he calls it the milk check. He just milk, because he says white linebackers can't play football.
Damn.
He said he's way more worried about a black linebacker than a white linebacker because the white guys just can't ball as well as the black ones can.
Now I'm trying to think of a solid white. AJ Hawk.
Clay Matthews.
Yeah.
Brian Urlacher.
Yeah, I mean,
Brian Urlacher's old as fuck, but
yeah, well, he's retired, but I don't know that I'd have any of those in my top 5.
No.
I mean, Brian Urlacher might be like a mention,
but he was mainly doing it to like poke fun at Will Compton, who is a guy that's a host of this podcast, and he was a linebacker for Vegas and then for Tennessee, and he's white.
I got you.
And they were just fucking poking fun back and forth at each other, and he was like they were talking about like Josh Allen's like off-season weight or something like that, and then like what he gets down to, he's like, I get down to like 230, 240 in the season, and Will Compton's like 230, 240. That's like my prime hunting weight. He was like, he's like milk. I just started busting up laughing. That's fucking awesome. So if you ever are at a Buffalo game and you hear Josh Allen call a milk check,
there's white linebackers.
There's white linebackers or defensive backs anyway.
There's been some white defensive backs that have been good.
Really?
John Lynch, Buccaneers. Back in like Warren Sapp days in the early 2000s.
Hell yeah.
That guy was an animal.
Nice. But yeah, I just thought it was funny. I was like, that's fucking great, dude.
That's funny, man.
Because they even started fucking. They're like, "What? You don't like white guys playing football?" And he's like, "No, I love them." And they're like, "Whoa, easy."
Slow down.
He's like, "I like them because I can call out milk checks."
Yeah, you really can't call it off. They're black guys.
Yeah, it was funny. Anyway, go on with your fantasy.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and list off all of these guys.
Well, any like,
I'll give you like my top for like each position that I think is going to be your best bet for fantasy. So in fantasy, you get obviously you can pick multiple, but your main picks are like your wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs, tight ends. You get a couple tight ends, 1 or 2
point scorers, correct?
Yeah, point scorers. Quarterbacks, wide receivers are usually your biggest point scorers. Every now and again, you get a running back just to go the fuck off.
Yeah.
But usually it's wide receivers and quarterbacks who are your biggest point scorers. Defenses get 8 to 12 depending on how good they play that week or whatever. Kickers will get you some points, but. So a couple of good wide receivers that I would try to shoot for. Justin Jefferson with the Vikings, I think he's going to have a huge season. Huge season. He was I think top 6 in points last year for fantasy. And my favorite is Jamar Chase. He plays for the Bengals. Oh, Burrow. Yeah, he's going to be good.
Hell yeah.
I look for the Bengals to do some stuff. I think Burrow actually just got injured as well. Just a small minor practice.
Fucking pussy. I just talk
It's
shit.
some fucking Ohio boys, bro.
I talk mad shit on the Bengals because one of my best friends is born and raised in Cincinnati, and
Yeah.
fuck that guy.
Yeah. So running backs, I'd stick with your basic good ones as far as Christian McCaffrey with San Francisco. I think he's going to have a great year. He kind of was mediocre last year, but I think he's going to recover this one. Mm-hmm. Austin Eckler for the Chargers. He's going to be good. Tight ends. I mean, try to get your Kelsey and Andrews. You know what I mean? Travis Kelsey and Mark Andrews.
What about
You ain't going wrong with them. George Kittle's on there.
I was gonna say, what about George Kittle?
He's like top 5. But as far as points go, Travis Kelsey and Mark Andrews are like the top point getters for tight ends.
Hell yeah.
Quarterbacks, obviously the same shit, man. It's gonna be the same top point getters, which is Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Burrow. I'm curious to see what
John Elway.
Yeah, John. I'm curious.
The old Denver donkey himself.
Curious to see what C.J. Stroud does. C.J. Stroud was Ohio State quarterback last year.
Hell
Got
yeah.
drafted. I'm curious to see how he. I don't know that he'll start anything, but how he does anything. So they're predicting, because defense has changed from year to year. I was looking this up, and they were predicting, like your top 5 defenses are predicting this year is the Niners, the Bills, Cowboys, Eagles, and the Patriots, which is surprising to me. Niners usually have a pretty good defense. Bills' defense is solid.
No Chiefs?
Chiefs, they're not on. Yeah, they're not even top 5.
The
one that surprised me the most is the Patriots, how they made it top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think Belichick's on his way out.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I think Belichick's on his way out.
Damn.
I think he's
You might come up missing for saying that.
I think he's overstayed his welcome. He might have unless he gets
Dude, Rob Gronkowski's knocking on your door right now.
tell him to bring the noise, man. I just think just like almost like Nick Saban when he was with LSU.
No, Corey, I don't.
Well, okay. He just knew it was time to go. You know,
Yeah.
then he went to Alabama, did some great shit. Was still doing some great shit, but I just think Belichick's just kind of like
Overstayed his welcome.
it's not even overstayed welcome. It's just like he tried to make it happen after Brady left to prove it was him that was good, and not Brady.
And then Tom Brady went and won a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay.
And he's just like almost like fuck. What do I do now? You know, he had Cam Newton in there for a while, which sucked. Then he had the white dude.
Milk.
Milk. Dude, I can't. The name's escaping me. But he had that dude in there that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
He was mediocre, but yeah, I don't know. I just have a feeling he's on his way out.
Damn.
So that's about what I got.
Right on.
So once it gets closer, we'll get more injury reports coming out as far as what's going on with like Burrow and Allen and Cooper, and then you can guys, because I'd like to do like a full blown draft, like a top 10. Here's what I would shoot for. These are the guys are projected, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I got for now.
Hell yeah.
I think. I don't, unless you got something else to talk about.
Well,
I think
there
we
was
pretty much covered everything that we were
there was one thing
anticipating.
I wanted to get your opinion on, and I can't think of the kid's name. But there was a big like concert called Rock the South.
Okay.
Down, I want to say, in Alabama, maybe.
Alabama.
Yeah, his name was Reed Watts. He's 18 years old.
Is this dude who got fucked up?
Like brutally fucking beaten in front of his girlfriend by 3 dudes.
Yeah. I seen that mugshots of the dudes that beat him, and they.
Put him in a fucking coma, I thought. Or, I don't know, they beat the fuck out of him.
I mean, I think he's doing better now, but yeah, they beat the shit out of him.
All because they thought that he spilled a fucking drink on him.
So, first of all, fuck them 3 guys. I'll fight you.
If it takes 3 of you to beat up one fucking person, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Here's
the other thing.
I feel bad for that dude.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. If you go to a fucking concert, especially a music festival, and get mad because somebody spilled a fucking drink on you, stop going to concerts.
First, yeah, you're packed in like fucking sardines.
It's gonna fucking happen. Get over it.
This dude spilled a chick's drink at a fucking casino in West Virginia and then like mopped the floor with his hand. He goes, not me.
I didn't do that.
100% he did.
Anyway, this isn't about me, Corey. You're at a fucking music festival. Fuck off. Like, he didn't whip his dick out and piss on you.
Yeah.
Even if he did spill a fucking drink on you, get the fuck over it. You're not that goddamn important. And again, if it takes 3 of you to beat up one fucking person, I don't care if the dude's my size and you're fucking a midget. It shouldn't take fucking 3 of you to whip my ass.
You know what's crazy is every one of these, I don't want to say everyone, the majority of these things that you see, the guy that gets beaten up is a smaller guy. And it's like, the guys that did the beating up are bigger dudes. It's like, if it took 3 of you big fucks to even, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can manhandle a little dude by myself.
Yeah.
Easily.
I mean, I understand that there's little dudes out there that can whoop my ass.
Oh,
no doubt about
100%.
it. There's bad motherfuckers like Manny Pacquiao. That's a bad dude, tiny motherfucker. But
you could hold your own.
But you know what I'm
Take
saying?
that
Like,
ass whooping.
it doesn't take 3 people to whoop one ass. I don't give a fuck what the size difference is.
I just, you know what my instant thought is to stuff like that? It's like, and this is just from years of just fucking mental drainage, you know, as far as like, fuck, why that couldn't happen to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get my aggression out on something.
Yeah, no, and I mean,
you know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound like a tough guy, but
and when does it stop? Because
on.
it's like, even if you, let's just say, even if the dude was being disrespectful as shit, walked up to you, fucking threw a beer in your face and slapped you across the face, there's no reason to put the dude in the fucking hospital.
Once he's on the ground, he's on the ground. He's
Yeah,
done.
if you want to beat his ass, that's one thing. But like, A, it doesn't take 3 of you, and B, you don't need to put him in the fucking hospital.
Yeah, just throw a couple punches, and then I guarantee you, after a couple punches, you're done fighting.
Right. Like, I get proving your point. I get teaching people a lesson. That's one thing, but there's no reason ever, unless it's a life and death situation, there's no reason ever to put somebody in the hospital over a fucking fight.
Yeah, and this kid probably will never want to go to another fucking concert again.
And again, if you're at a concert and you want to get mad about a drink being spilled on you, stop going to concerts. Because I can tell you right now, just about every concert I've been to, somebody has either bumped into me and almost pushed me over, spilled a fucking drink on me, or, you know, cut in front of me, whatever. Concerts fucking suck. People are rude. People are assholes. It's just what happens at fucking concerts. But never, not one time have I decided to grab 2 of my buddies and beat the shit out of somebody.
Or, yeah, I don't know if I ever said, hey, dude, I'm going to need help fighting this guy.
No.
If you have a problem with somebody, you need to fight them, don't call help.
First of all, exactly. If you call for backup to fight one person, I get if you're about to get your ass jumped by multiple people and you call your boys. That's one thing.
Yeah.
If it's one person and you're about to fight one person and you call your boys, you're a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, if you're angry enough to fight somebody and you have to call somebody, how about you just take that ass beating?
Yeah. If you can't take an ass whooping like a man, then don't fight because you're a bitch.
Yeah, don't get that riled up about stuff if you can't take an ass beating.
Right. Facts. Because I promise you, you may think you're tough. There's somebody out there tougher than you. It's just, it is what it is.
Oh, 100%.
And actually, Alyssa told me about that one the other day when she was at the shop, and I started looking into it, and I'm like,
I seen the mugshot on TikTok.
And I don't know all the facts. All I know is, like, supposedly he spilled a drink, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't take 3 people to beat one ass.
No.
And even if it was just one-on-one, there's no reason to put the kid in the hospital.
Yeah, and here's another thing that pisses me off with stuff like that. How many cocksuckers are standing around filming this motherfucking thing?
Yeah, nobody wanted to jump in and help this kid.
I get more pissed off that people are standing around filming bullshit like this.
Yeah.
People
Was
just getting
the fight filmed?
I don't know, but I'm sure it was, dude. Everything, it's 2023, man. Everything today's fucking filmed. But you see, not even just with this Reed kid, it's just you see videos of somebody getting jumped or somebody beating on a woman or somebody doing this. There's always fucking people standing around filming.
Yeah.
Why? I'm fighting.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Or at least stopping it.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you right now, if either one of us ever walked up on 3 people beating one ass,
it's going to be a lot fairer when I get there.
yeah. I don't even care. Right, wrong, or indifferent, it doesn't take 3 of you to fuck somebody up.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it on your own, then, well,
You shouldn't do it at all.
shouldn't do it at all. Because,
Train till you get better, apparently.
yeah,
You know?
I mean, if you can't, even if somebody did me wrong and it was so bad that I wanted to fight them, I'm ready to take the ass whooping if I can't do it
You're
myself.
ready for the outcome regardless of what it is.
Because I'm going to get my point across one way or the other. I'm not going to call my boys and then put somebody in a fucking hospital.
Now this kid's in fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt now because he's been in the hospital for
Facts.
a week.
All because he wanted to take his girlfriend to a fucking music festival.
Yeah. Speaking of music festivals, or concerts in general, have you seen that shit with Miranda Lambert?
No, fuck that bitch.
Oh, yeah. She fucking stopped her whole concert. So there's a group of girls front row that turned around, put their back towards Miranda Lambert to get a selfie with Miranda in the background. You're at the concert, blah, blah, blah. She stopped the whole fucking concert, made a big ordeal about don't take selfies at my concert.
Then don't be a fucking famous person. I get it.
Listen, I'd have been like, listen, cunt, I paid my fucking ticket. You can fuck off.
Dude, I'm sorry, but you made the choice to be famous.
Unless you're going to pay me to be here, don't tell me what to do.
There ain't a famous person on this planet that didn't choose to be famous.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. I get if you're out to dinner
Unless
with
you're
your
like Johnny
family.
Sins or something, you're gifted.
Even he made the choice. I get it if you're out to dinner with your family. I get it if you're like busy in the middle of doing something. You're like, hey, not right now.
How do you not eat that up, though? That's your fans wanting to take pictures
100%. And I mean, I can understand when you get to the fame level of Miranda Lambert that shit probably gets old after a while. I understand that.
Stop fucking being...
But you chose, you chose to be fucking famous.
Quit.
And B, you don't have to be a fucking bitch about it.
Yeah, I can't remember. There was a concert not long after that they made a comment. I think it was a dude. I can't remember. I don't know who it was. I can't remember who it was. But he made a comment. He goes, I'm not Miranda Lambert. Take as many pictures you want.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, at the end of the day,
fuck off.
you can't take pictures with everybody. I get it. You may not have time to take pictures with anybody. But just don't be rude about it.
I can't name you one Miranda Lambert song.
I could, but it doesn't fucking matter. It's the point of the fact is, like, they're at a concert that they probably paid way too much money to go to.
Especially if you're at a fucking Taylor Swift concert.
And I can tell you this about country concerts. Pretty much most country concerts don't have seats. It's like the stage and then there's a big-ass field of grass. So you either have to fight your way to the front or you have to get there first and stay there the whole entire time.
Yeah. So you're standing for 14 hours.
So these people waited that fucking long to be up front, and then she fucking stopped the whole show and wanted to be a cunt about them taking a fucking
she made a big
picture.
ordeal about it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I never liked that bitch anyway, but...
Yeah, fuck her.
No wonder my boy left her for Gwen Stefani.
I don't know who that is, but fuck her, too.
Blake Shelton.
Oh, he was with Miranda Lambert?
He was married to Miranda Lambert for a long time and then started doing The Voice, and Gwen Stefani was another judge on The Voice, and him and Miranda Lambert got divorced, and then
You
poof.
know why? You know why he went to Gwen Stefani? Banana. Bananas.
Is that Gwen Stefani?
Yeah, she had a song like Missy Elliott or something.
Oh. Well, anyway. But yeah, like...
Or Eve.
It seemed like within weeks he was with Gwen Stefani after they got divorced.
Hell yeah.
She's a cunt.
Gwen Stefani is?
No, Miranda Lambert.
Oh, yeah. That's a cunt move.
Yeah.
Stopping a fan. Because you had to stop your whole damn show.
Over people taking... I get, like, you see Aaron Lewis or you see, like, a bunch of other people stop a show for fighting, or you see a fucking woman get knocked to the ground, you stop your
Or
show.
there's a medical emergency.
Medical emergency, stop your show. Absolutely. Over girls taking a fucking selfie.
Here's how concerts work, Miranda Lambert, you selfish bitch. It's kind of like internet. Just scroll the fuck on. Move to the other side of the stage, bitch.
Yeah. Suck it up.
That's aggressive. I said bitch way too many times.
Anyway.
Fuck that hoe.
We're probably getting pretty close to an hour here
Yeah.
between this part and last part, so...
Well, we appreciate you guys coming back.
Yeah, we are now live on Apple Music, Spotify, and the YouTubes. So...
Make sure you tell your friends to tell
yeah.
their friends to let Grandma know we need some cookies.
So listen up. Watch on YouTube if you have time. If not, like I said, Apple Music or Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Just pop on the audio version. Just listen while you drive.
Yeah, search Beer Math 2 3s B 3 3 R Math, and we appreciate you guys. We will see you next time in a few days, probably.
We'll see you next week for sure.
And stay raggedy.
Peace out, guys.